Telegram as some of the people in the ecosystem. So that's kind of my view on it. That everything's been done that has to be done. It's been responsible. The funds are there. Everything's in place. Should somebody wish to take it up at a later date in more in depth. But yeah, due to kind of lack of participation, not only in the space, but in Harmony One, and let's face it, with the bridge hack as well, it's turned a lot of people off. I believe we all have done the best we can.
Yeah. No, that sums it up really well. Like, we did what we can with what we had, and the lack of community participation there was a lot of factors involved in that sort of thing. I'm
happy to criticize. Okay, if there's criticism there where people have done wrong, and that's the reason, people within the DAO, the governors and what have you, I'm more than happy to say, look, this person could have done more. You could have done this, but you know what? There isn't. So I'm not going to criticize because there's nothing to criticize. I believe you've all done the best you can under the circumstances, and that's the end to it. So it's not blowing smoke up anybody's ass. That's just the way it is.
Hey, I appreciate that, Megalodon. And I totally agree with you. Like, everyone really did what they could. And I mean, I'm impressed with all of us, like the fact that we were able to stake funds, like you said, and just, coordinate. And we put some videos out there, and we kept some of the events and movie nights going for as long as we could.
And you did some votes as well. Don't forget the votes. I mean, I put the prize ticker in the Discord as well after it was voted for. Everything was voted for. Everything was done as the DAO should be done.
Yeah, we followed some the polling procedures and made upgrades to our Discord, and a lot of small wins. And yeah, it was a good learning experience, good experiment, and definitely furthered my understanding of like what a DAO actually is. And like, I mean, I'm still not like I feel like I haven't really experienced it to its fullest extent, but just like what kind of tools are involved, and what sort of just how it looks for people who just like ordinary people who don't have a background with like looking at a terminal and doing stuff on GitHub and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I agree. I don't think you've truly experienced a DAO yet, when in terms of if you're judging it from the community down. But then again, there was, by the time you took over and we took over, there's no real support from anywhere. So which is fine. It's supposed to be autonomous, but I mean, there's a lot of issues there. There's a lot of issues with communication on Harmony itself, to be honest. And let's face it, a lot of people are like myself. Not a lot of people, not everyone, but a few people have moved off from Harmony. They've moved on from Harmony, to different blockchains, Ethereum, Avalanche, what have you. And I think that's what I think is good, is that, the bones of it are there, the Discord's there, the Twitter page is still there, all the things are still in place, the multisig's there, the staking's there. So if Harmony One became a blockchain that could attract people back again, that there could be some realistic effort to have an actual stable coin within the ecosystem. This is just my own personal feelings. And maybe some type of realistic effort to compensate to some degree the people who were affected by the bridge hack, then it's there for people to take over and pick up.
Yeah, and it's quite a challenge. The whole recovery process has been interesting to watch. Unfortunately, I didn't really like I can't say I helped too much with that whole thing. It's a pretty big problem, and kudos to everyone who's putting in the work to kind of help the process and help the recovery process happen. It's $100 million hack, right? So that's a lot of money just disappearing to recover from. So yeah.
Well, yeah, it didn't quite disappear. It was stolen.
Yeah.
So we know what happened to it. It got nicked and it went into tornado cash, didn't it? And then it somehow got cycled around and into somebody's pockets. But as well, you are correct. People should be commended who have taken on the effort to try and establish those things, such as a stable coin and such as burning some of the assets to make an effort towards repayment and compensation. You're absolutely right. It's a big job, very, very big job. And I noticed that Recovery Validator has written a comment for you, Raj. I don't know if you've seen it. It says, "How do we get the people at stake to be active?"
That's a good question. I mean, I think like a lot of it comes down to people like needing to use it. It's kind of like the sell me a pen kind of thing. Like, I don't know, people need a reason to use the Harmony blockchain, and
But
so like
if you're staking, you're not using it, though, are you? I think that's the issue.
Yeah, that is the issue. If you're just staking with expecting return, even though the blockchain isn't getting used for anything, it's like, what's the value that this network you're staking in is actually bringing? If it's just bringing, if the only value it's bringing in is 20% APR, then that's not like that's inflationary value. That's not like an actual value proposition.
I mean, I stake with you on Pandora, but I'm not active.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So for Findora, like, I'm still kind of waiting on use cases myself. I was looking at Yellow Submarine, and I was like, oh yeah, Yellow Submarine seems to be like the killer application for Findora. Like doing
Fairy Swap can't even be accessed at the minute. But that wasn't the point.
that
That
I
wasn't
saw
kind of
that
the
the
point
other
I
day.
was making. What I was making is I stake with you, but I'm not active. I just put my Frey in there and leave it with you.
Yeah, but the question was like, how would I, or how to make you active, right?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. How would you make someone active? It's
right. So you were active for a minute with Fairy Swap, but say like if there's another application that say you actually get use out of so say Yellow Submarine, it would have, the idea of it was to create zero knowledge proof transactions. So whenever you send and receive funds on Ethereum, you can do it using like their UTXO layer or something like that. But I haven't seen that. I need like I don't know what's going on with Yellow Submarine. I need to like look into that a little more.
Well, the reason why I've said that is because it's an example. So
yeah,
what I would do as a staker is I would follow the person who's I'm validated with. I would generally follow on Twitter. I would generally follow the blockchain itself to kind of get a feed of what's going on the blockchain and from the validator. So I guess that for me would be the way to get people to interact who are delegating, which is in the content that you put out. That's how you get them in, because that's how I see them interacting. Even if it's just reading, you can maybe get them in that way. But why you would get them in and what you would want to get them in for, I don't know. So you could, as a validator, perhaps say what's going on with the blockchain, highlight the good things that are happening, highlight the good things that the validators doing themselves. I'm sure anybody who takes with you would be interested to read that, and probably is reading it because they're following you. And I would say also follow them back as well. If you see a delegator there that that's following you, follow them back.
Yeah, no, that's a really good idea and a good point there. The validators can create like content for people who are staking to them because they're not so active. So the validators can create content that kind of makes the delegators a little more like active or attentive to what's going on at least. And then if they see something interesting that piques their interest, they can go explore it. So yeah, it's just like the upper part of a funnel would be the validators, I suppose. And yeah, no, that's kind of what the feeling I was getting with validators as I was learning more about validating is that it's sort of an onboarding experience that could be beneficial for everyone. So the validators are onboarding people to the network, and then the validators get some nice delegations because of that. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Dazen.
Dazen, welcome, man. How's it going?
Hello, y'all can hear me?
Yes,
All
sir.
good? Merry Christmas to Recovery.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Hope
Christmas,
all is
man.
well, everybody. Yeah, I'm just
man.
finna
Are you staying on next term, Dazen?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on.
Awesome.
Well, I want to. How's everything going?
Yeah, things are going good, man. We're just discussing like the idea is kind of like having an end of quarter discussion or something like that. But Megalodon and I were just kind of talking about validators and maybe maybe making some content for people to kind of be more active and engage in whatever the blockchain's doing. So
it was answering the comment that Recovery Validator made in the comments, which is how to get people more active. So it was kind of, we were just answering the question, weren't we, really? And just having a kind of general chat so the room filled up a little bit more.
Okay. So for a new video, should we do a recap or for the whole year? I think a recap, like highlighting like things that happen, like the bad things and the good things, at least like this year. You guys did a lot of work. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we could talk about or try to bring to the table. I mean, I think that would, have more engagement with other videos too on top of that, but I don't know if we could do it. But I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good idea. I'll write that down. So make a video summing up the year.
That's a brilliant idea.
And I did want to make like a personal video, like for on the PSANS thing, kind of going through my DAO experience so far. But that's more of just like me just kind of talking about my experience. But yeah, like we should definitely that would definitely be a useful video. And Dazen, are you on Charmverse?
Charmverse, I believe so. Everything you sent me, I'm on.
Awesome. I think you should be able to start a script, and if you want to work on that one, I can work on it with you, and I don't know, we can try and work on that script together. I'm honestly even thinking like, what if we just use GPT as well to kind of edit the script and stuff like that. I think that would be an interesting use
That'd
for
be
that.
cool too. I mean, it's a useful program. I've been, it's crazy. I just been looking at it, but I didn't install it yet. But I think it will help us if we get like, well, my approach was pretty much is to like scan through the database of Twitter and stuff and figure out like highlights. And from the highlights, we could just put it into the thing, right? With key points. And it would just come up with a story. I mean, I'm not the best writer, but I think it's an awesome idea.
Yeah. Wait, what did you say we should put into it for it to come with highlights?
So pretty much like, say if we use Twitter or if we use a Discord, a moment or a post or a Medium post, like it's like pretty much a key point. The time this happened. I mean, it's not going to be exact. We can always work with the AI, but the date. So this is the date. Blah 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 was affected, and so. This is what the day they fixed it, or I don't know, something like that. And then
Definitely. So one thing that comes to mind is that the town halls, I've kind of been writing down the notes and stuff like that. So we could take those notes and kind of put it into Chat GPT, and it kind of has a track of what we've been doing, and we can tell it to like, hey, come up with a thing for this.
Yeah.
And then we can add like the details for polls, and you can like just add whatever Twitter posts or whatever significant like events happened. You could just stick that in there one by one too, and then it can like have a nice comprehensive summary along with some highlights or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, it's just a thought. I mean, I don't know if anybody else have disagreements with it or agreements, or do we have to vote on it, or I just feel like
I mean, I think for the script thing, the script is something you just kind of do, and then we do like multiple drafts of it, and then when everyone kind of agrees on it that it's finalized, then we're done. But yeah, I think I'd be super interested in doing something like that.
Remember, guys, anything that's kind of non-financial you can do in the general area. So, kind of in a town hall, you can progress it. You can progress in the Discord. That's another option. It's not going to cost any money, right? So, you just got to get general consensus. Really, that's the way forward, in my opinion.
Okay. So the end of the year. The end of the year is this week, I believe. Friday. No, Saturday. Saturday and Sunday for some people. I don't know if we could do it in that time frame.
It's possible. I think it's a matter of will to do it. Like I know I could probably do the Chat GPT scripting pretty quickly, so that wouldn't take too long.
Okay.
And then shooting the video is a matter of if Logan would be down, or I could probably shoot it myself in not too long. It won't have the same quality, but it can make it decent enough, I think. But yeah, a week is pretty tight. I mean, there's no reason to rush it. I don't think anyone's, knocking on our door being like, hey, where's the summary video? What have you guys been doing? A lot of people are just like, eh. That's the impression I'm getting anyway. Feel free to correct me.
So, guys, I have to leave the mic open for a minute. Don't you feel that's generally the sentiment in the space of a minute anyway.
Well, I look at some other places and it looks like they're getting like decent engagement and there's building taking place. So I don't know. I feel like there are places that there's a little more life going on.
Just curious, I mean, pure curiosity. Any examples?
Well, Unlock Protocol is my current like example in Wonderverse. Like as I was kind of looking into them, I was like, oh yeah, these guys have like a pretty vibrant ecosystem. So right now, even with all the bear market, but I mean, they do have more. They're sorry, Megalodon. What was that?
Right, in the Discords and things.
Yeah, their Discords are. I mean, it's definitely bigger Discords, bigger reach, but you know they got a solid project.
Aren't they multi-chain though? I mean, they
Yes, yeah, they're multi-chain for sure.
So that's going to be a big factor as well.
Yeah, it's not a blockchain specific project.
Yeah, no, like I say, just kind of talking, but yeah, interesting facts.
Same thing with Wonderverse.
Then they all
So,
left. What happened there?
Sorry? Oh, Dazen left and Matt left. I don't know. It seems like Dazen had some technical difficulties. I don't know, but you were able to hear okay, Megalodon?
Yeah, absolutely. Someone's written a comment. Can you read it? I can't read it at the minute.
Says, I think rewarding stakers with NFTs is a strong idea. Why not open a Harmony Community DAO validator? Yeah, no, we've definitely talked about that, and the biggest I've mentioned the biggest problem was someone to take the lead on that because I'm not going to do it, and so it and yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was that not? I think I suggested that, didn't I?
Yeah. I think you and I think it's been suggested like multiple times by multiple people.
Yeah, I think I was the first.
You were probably the first.
I was the first. It is a very good idea. And what was the first bit of the comment again?
Sorry?
What was the first bit of the comment?
Let me see. It said, oh shoot, sorry. I think rewarding stakers with NFTs is a strong idea. So yeah, that's a fun thing to do.
I think that has some merit too. Absolutely. Validators can do that, right?
Yeah, definitely. And it's just, it's another method of outreach. You can make those NFTs pretty dynamic. So you can attach links to them or videos to them, informational stuff. You can, they're pretty cool little tools.
It doesn't really appeal to me personally, but yeah, it's always good. But I don't on Harmony One, so
an NFT on Harmony One.
No, I don't stake on Harmony One, so I only stay with you. That's it.
Oh damn! I'm honored. Shit, that's awesome. Thanks, Megalodon. Oh, did you get your award or your like little Christmas present?
Yeah, I did, but I had to refresh the metadata. The NFT, you mean?
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I'm just refreshing the metadata. I'll log on later. I haven't checked my wallet. If there's any more in there. I don't know.
Yeah, I minted that one using Unlock Protocol actually.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so that one has you can make it non-fungible. Those ones you could trade, or sorry, not non-fungible, transferable. Those the ones you could transfer though. And like there's like it's good amount of features on those NFTs.
Okay, cool. I'll take a look. The metadata, like I said, the metadata needed refreshing. I was looking on OpenSea at the time, so but
Gotcha.
my wallet's quite full. I get quite a lot of jobs in there, to be honest.
So when you refresh the metadata, does it like show like, because I know sometimes when I send an NFT, it doesn't show up in their wallet if I look, but if you look, it shows up.
Yeah, it goes into. Wait, are you looking at the wallet? Are you looking at the contract, or are you looking at the OpenSea account?
Usually their OpenSea wallet account thing.
Yeah, because it's in the contract, right? You can literally, whatever chain you're on, you can go into that wallet and see what's in that wallet, right? We know that. Not being picky, but yeah, that's a wallet. But on the OpenSea account, what happens is often when you send something, it goes into the hidden side of the wallet because obviously not everything
Right.
you is nice. You should never ever open something you don't know where it comes from. And even when you do know where it comes from, you should be sure that it's legit, you know?
Yeah, totally. Because you could just send someone some like, not safe for work NFT or something, and it'll, I don't know,
Yeah,
just
people
embarrassing or something, right?
they do, and they dust wallets as well. It's more common than other chains, but yeah, it's done. So I think for safety, OpenSea puts it into the hidden side, and then but obviously you can take that NFT and unhide it and put it in your main wallet, and then it will appear.
Oh, okay, okay. Hey, the more you know. Very cool. But
Yeah,
I'm glad.
quite good as well because I have this ETH thing, and there's a pack, and it reacts with the other NFTs. But to activate it, I have to put it in my active wallet, not my hidden wallet.
So I'm. This makes me want to ask you, like, what kind of feature would you like? Not that you don't have to come up with any ideas or anything, but just like curious if you like you have that NFT, that little Christmas card NFT I sent you. If that were to do anything, like, what would you want it to do?
Honestly, I mean, I haven't seen it yet. Okay, um, I would want it to contain some type of data regarding the staking, kind of
Like maybe the block, the like percentage validated, like by the validator or something, like, or what kind of data
yeah,
are you thinking?
any type of information, just how long you've been staked with them. I think that'd be a good one.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Then it builds, doesn't it? And stuff like that. It's that type of thing built in. You can still have a nice picture, but you could contain that info.
This is interesting. This is interesting. So, because how I'm keeping track of things right now is I just have a little Excel sheet and I just have everyone's address down and how much rewards I'm giving them and stuff. But yeah, I can actually use that and put it in the NFT metadata, and so it could be like a point structure even. So it could be like, oh, I don't know, but like so in the metadata.
Sorry to interrupt. You could kind of add like the like you hit goals, okay, or achievements. And some achievements would be in the delegator would be that you've staked so much, or within a tier, or you've been staking for so long, or you've reinvested your um, rewards. So think of it like a game. Um, say a little driving game like Forza. Okay, you have like the race, you win the race, but you also have these little side missions. They're like little side missions, little bits of data that add up, and you get achievements. Sorry, that's what I'm looking for, achievements. So you could have like a little, including the data, the metadata, some like record of kind of like achievements that you've achieved through delegating. But I'm just making this up.
Cool. Like, so, like, yeah, it could be like maybe if you delegate, like, say, I don't know, 10,000 or whatever it is in the month, then you get like some sort of reward for that or something.
But that's the thing.
I don't know.
You don't have to give the reward. You just have to acknowledge it within the NFT. So you could have a big
Right.
spender achievement or delegating over a certain amount, or if you delegate for so long, you could have like I don't know what you call it really, but say if you delegated for over 30 days, you'd be strong supporter or something, or you've just put a little name.
OG or something.
Yeah, if it goes on for too long, it goes on for quite a long time. Yeah, you can do all sorts of things. So if you're going to send me an NFT, I would like to see that. I would like to be able to have a nice little pretty picture and look to see things like, oh, I've been delegating for 2 months and I'm in the big spender bracket because I'm delegating so much, or, and I've re-delegated my reward. So I got a little star that said, re-delegate star or something. I don't know.
And would you prefer it if the NFTs got updated, or would you prefer it if you got like an NFT for each like kind of accomplishment? So it'd be like different badges that kind of stack.
Ooh. Interesting. I don't know. What do you think? Because if you send out too many NFTs, your wallet just gets full. But then again, you kind of forget about an NFT that's been sent to you after a while. I mean, talking in general, obviously.
No, totally. Yeah. And maybe the answer is just a little bit of both, like depending on the use case. So you could have one that's kind of more upgradable, and then one that's like kind of more badge based, like, oh, you did this, you get this badge, you did this, you get this badge, and more one that's like a legacy one that kind of like the more you can stack levels on it. And maybe that one would be non-transferable. Maybe I'd make one that's non-transferable that is like your delegator ID or some shit like that.
I mean, ideally, okay, here's the thing you could do. If now I'm thinking about it a little bit more in depth, you send one a month at the end of the month, and it contains the metadata. It has the achievements, and that is one of 10, for example, or one of 12. So the idea is that you stake for 10 months, and if you collect all 10 NFTs, you then get one NFT at the end of the year, which is like a nicer one. So, and you could even have like parts of a bigger NFT. So one NFT could be like a small piece of a larger NFT, and a larger NFT, like I think in terms of picture, is what you get if you collected all 10.
Yeah, that's cool. It's like it could almost like for unlock they did like an advent calendar kind of thing. So you could almost do something like that, like a delegation campaign where you delegate like each day you delegate or I don't know, something like that. And
I do monthly personally. No one's checking it daily.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, I don't even check my wallet. I'm delegated with you for.
Me either. I'm more of a weekly kind of. All right, let's see how these rewards are stacking.
because the way you're speaking is what do I want from an NFT? Well, to have financial value, that's difficult because it's simply a reward NFT. It's not impossible, but I don't see there being much demand for it, personally.
I'm almost thinking something like when you they have like the sandwich stamps. You get 5 sandwiches and you get 1 free, like something like that. Like you delegate, like you delegate at least 10,000 every month or something for 10 months or something, and then you get like just like consistency or maybe you get an NFT that you can redeem for something.
Gamify it. If you have the achievements on it, if you have so many achievements they add up, you get a special prize, maybe some more one or something. If you get, like you said, sandwich stamps, if you get 5 NFTs in 5 months, you then get a prize or something like that, you know?
Yeah. What I'm like, now I'm just like, what do people like? What's I guess it could be anything. Like, oh, we got a little request here. Abdul Munaf. Hey, Abdul, welcome, man. Oh, all right. Well, if you want to speak, you're perfectly welcome to. We're just shooting ideas back and forth for how to get validators more or delegators more involved, or how validators can get delegators more involved. How you doing, Abdul?
I'm fine. What about you? Hello, everyone.
Yeah, I'm doing good. This is just like a town hall space for the community DAO. We're sort of a collective of sorts that we're just kind of on the Harmony blockchain doing stuff. And this is kind of the DAO is sort of a space for us to kind of organize stuff that we want to do. And so we're just kind of having a town hall about just kind of everything, really. We're just kind of discussing whatever, because it's the end of the quarter, and next quarter we didn't really have enough people running for governor. So people are kind of just staying on the multi-sig, and people are willing to kind of sign the multi-sig for stuff, but I don't think there's going to be too much more movement forward. So yeah, that's kind of the status. I don't know if you had any curiosity about DAOs or questions about Harmony or anything like that. Happy to answer them.
Hello. I'm from India and I'm here to learn English. And I try to join cryptocurrency spaces. Few days ago, I'm trying to connect only crypto related spaces. And I'm a student and a social worker. I teach underprivileged kids in Mumbai, India. Those who don't have house, those who don't have father, mother, I will teach them free of cost in Mumbai. And my challenge is to learn English. That's why I'm here.
Well, that's awesome. I hope we can help you learn English a little more through conversing and stuff like that. That brings up a good point that some sort of class or classes using Web3 technology is something that I think people are working on. So that could be something to kind of look into, is maybe English classes that you can take using Web3 technology, because then you're learning English and Web3, and it's kind of a double win. Megalodon, did you have something to say?
Just to Abdul. Hello, Abdul. Just read your Twitter. It looks very interesting. So you're doing some valuable work. And also, your English is very good, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we also have Shay. Welcome to the and maybe some technical difficulties. What's up, Megalodon?
No, nothing.
I saw you unmuting your mic, so I thought maybe you.
No. That's cool.
For sure. Well, Shahi, if you want to come up and speak, you're very welcome. I'll invite you again. So hopefully there's no issue there. But
Abdul has posted some information on the notice board, so we can all have a look at what Abdul is doing.
What is this?
Good, right?
Angels of Mumbai, actors, social activists, entrepreneurs, other prominent Mumbaikars nominate their favorites. Oh, cool.
So, Abdul, can I ask you a question? How do you think cryptocurrency can help you in your efforts to help the underprivileged children of Mumbai?
Actually, I don't know anything about cryptocurrency, but a few days before, I accidentally touch one. I accidentally click on one Twitter account. They give me some point, some evergreen coin which is related to crypto. Then after that, I'm trying to connect with so many people, and they are they are advising me to connect some people related to this. They can help you in your project. I don't know anything about crypto.
Well, that's okay because you're probably in the right space. For example, are you planning on raising any money for your efforts? Because if you are, obviously, a great way to send and receive money is through cryptocurrency, especially if you don't have a bank, or not you personally, but not everyone has a bank account.
I have bank account.
Yeah, absolutely. But obviously, people like myself, we prefer to send cryptocurrency sometimes if we make a donation, because the banking system is incredibly slow. Raj, thoughts?
Yeah, I
That
mean,
I
that's
can.
kind of, I'm like always down to talk crypto. And I think a great place to start when you're learning about crypto is Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is kind of the big daddy of the cryptos, and it kind of built off of there. So it's always nice to learn about the sources of everything. So like kind of learning about the finality of Bitcoin and what makes Bitcoin valuable in the first place is is kind of it's pretty important to kind of understand before you invest and stuff like that. So kind of just understanding how the economy works in the first place, and how money is created, and uh, yeah, it's all kind of connected. That's what's kind of challenging about cryptocurrency, is that you kind of have to learn a little bit about a lot of things to kind of get a full picture of Bitcoin, which I'm happy to talk about any part of that as much
Let's
as I
also
know.
add in as well the traditional ways to raise money for any charitable way usually involves somebody taking a cut. And by a cut, I mean a percentage. So I'm not going to mention anything specific, but I think you all know the ways that are done. And cryptocurrency, what's the charge, Raj? It's gas, right? So obviously, blockchains like Harmony One have extremely cheap gas fees, literally fractions of what they're pennies, aren't they? Really, to send money. And why should
Is
somebody raise money and then somebody else take the cut out of it? Because the money should be going to the people who deserve it.
so how can I accept crypto?
So a big part of accepting crypto, sending crypto, is having a wallet to do it with. And this is where there's a barrier between a lot of just people who aren't super into like all these tech things. There's a big barrier between people getting these wallets and using crypto because it's a bit confusing. So I think the most common wallet people have is a hot wallet called MetaMask. It's not ideal for super secure transactions because it's a hot wallet, it's connected to the internet. So there's always some potential for nefarious activity or your wallet to be compromised in some way. So the best wallet to get for super secure transactions is a cold storage wallet. And I know I'm just throwing terms out at you, but I think just to get started, MetaMask is a good place to kind of get started and check
Can
out
you
the Web3
can
stuff.
you spell can you spell the wallet name?
Yeah, MET
MET
A
A
M
N
M as in mom. M
M.
A MAS as in snake.
Okay.
K. And then I'll also
MetaMask.
post it. MetaMask,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Those who donate, those who given me some evergreen coin, they said me to download Discord app.
Yeah, so Discord is a kind of a it's a chat. It's kind of like a chat room. Like